Bloody hell, are we still doing these? Let's fit one of these in before the New Year's Eve feast in a desperate attempt to get back on schedule. It's subscription boxes, starting with Loot Crate. And this month's theme is, I don't know because I didn't look it up, but it says on it, build your own atomic laboratory in minutes. The Loot Crate Lab. Another handy career building kit from Loot Crate. Fair enough. What have we got? We've got some 50s style kiddie winks with... exciting science. Atomically correct. Ooh, safe and surreal. At last. So I am going to hazard a guess here. It's science. Or something sciencey, at the very least. Right. There's a massive, just totally unmarked black box in there. Intriguing. Ooh, there's a figurine. I can see what that is. You can't yet. Right. Start with a t-shirt. And it is... Oh, a sticky Loot Crate exclusive... stickers on. They do often end up in other places, though. I haven't got a clue what that is. Sort of faceless robot-y or alien types. There's sort of a glitch effect on it. And lots of little things around the outside implying some sort of technological thing going on. Does it say in here? It does Westworld. Oh, I've only seen the old Yul Brynner film, but never the sequel Future World, which is apparently naff. Okay then, that'll be the TV show I haven't seen. But I hear good things from people who have watched it using their eyes and ears. Well, that's quite a nice design. Quite like that. I like the muted colour palettes and enjoy the faceless robots, because who doesn't love a faceless robot? It's like dealing with a government agency, and who doesn't love that? Right, I'm going to go for this little box because I'm intrigued by it. Look, I know this. It is one of the little sisters from Bioshock. Also, it says little sister vinyl figure on it. That is something of a giveaway. Also, Bioshock. Good old Bioshock. That's like at least 400 million years old now, isn't it? Deary me. One of those games that sort of everybody liked at the time, but now seems to have a more mixed effect of some people saying, oh, it's rubbish, and all that kind of thing, which I think is a little bit unfair. I kind of see both sides of the argument, think it's wonderful or think it's rubbish, because it's kind of half brilliant and half a bit crap. It's very odd. Like, the combat is kind of overly easy, and you just have to go along one sort of route, and there's not really any choice. It's one of those things where there's choices you can make in the game. They don't actually really make any difference whatsoever. And some of the levels are fantastic, where you're fighting against like these souped up weirdo, they've all got superpower splicer absolute nut jobs, and the whole level set around it is very, very good. And then like you'll have a level afterwards where it feels like an old 90s FPS or something. Look, here are some crates. And then you've got the sort of philosophical aspect, which starts off quite interesting and quite quickly devolves into a sort of sub-six formy thing. Well, no, it's about halfway through really that happens, doesn't it? And then the end fight's a bit crap. All the ending sequences are crap. Trying to think what else, but most of the game's really fucking good. I tell you what, I don't think any demo of a game has ever excited me quite as much as the Bioshock one did, mainly because of the astonishing water physics and stuff they had early on, which it turned out literally only appeared in that really early part of the game. And there were ghosts as well, weren't there? You'd occasionally see ghosts of the splicers, like doing things in the past. That wasn't really a thing that came into the game either, was it? There's a lot of half-baked ideas which didn't quite crystallise it in Bioshock, but overall, I think very interesting. There's Bioshock Infinite as well, which had really crap combat, and yet it was really good fun with just walking along and looking at things. Weird games, the Bioshocks. I think the first one is still better, but I never played Bioshock 2, but I would still put Bioshock above Bioshock Infinite. Anyway, enough talking about Bioshock, and let's look at this mildly disappointing figurine. So in the story, these are obviously small girls who have been kidnapped and mutated in some way so that they can steal a sort of genetic resource called Adam, if I remember, with these giant syringes, this one of which is horrifyingly gone crooked. That's a bit rubbery as well. I think it's going to be hard to get that back on. And they went around with sort of men sewn into diving suits called Big Daddies. Anyway, she's got no pupils in her eyes and a very pallid complexion and a dress and a big needle, and it looks like all her legs and feet are broken because it's got that kind of weird sort of slight looseness to the sculpt. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, you can recognise what it is. Seems they're all supposed to look a bit sort of creepy in the game. And there's a slight creepiness to this, but there's a slight cuteness as well. I don't know if that quite works. Anyway, that's enough. I haven't thought about Bioshock for years, and now I shan't think of it for years again. Next up, hashtag loot pins. Screw your lab safety. I want superpowers. Again, still knocking it out of the park with these pins. not sticking their logos on it or anything. Very, very good. Not sure I quite want that one myself, but it's not a bad one at all by any stretch. And what is in this giant box? I really want to see. I'm going to be awkward and save it for last, because I am intrigued. What else do we have? We have some postcards. Look, it's Spider Bloke. Or if you bought the richer version of the comic, Spider Chap. Spider Chap, if you remember, went round with a waistcoat and a top hat, whereas Spider Bloke had a garden full of car parts. Anyway, let's get on with this and see what other characters we've got in here. I'm hoping it's all of Marvel's favourites, like No Arm Tiger Attack Man or whatever his name was. All Green Goblin. They're all Spidey ones. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Venom. He had a film recently. It's weird. And Carnage. Oh, interesting. Who appeared, played by Woody Harrelson, in a Ronald McDonald wig at the end of Venom, in a sort of post-credits thing, which was very, very strange. These are really good. If you really like Spider-Man, you could have these like in separate frames, all in one frame, couldn't you? Or alternatively, you could just stick them to your eyes and scream. But I wouldn't recommend that one. I don't think it's a good way to appreciate art. Next up... It is dinner stressing at dinner time. The $60 gift card from Hello... What? Presumably American dollars? Well, that's no use to man or beast, is it, in this country? Laboratory. Oh, that's what it was. Here we are. Oh, it's given away what was in the box. It's a Los Pollos Hermanos cup. Oh, the Chicken Brothers, yeah. Oh, it's very solid. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be a disposable thing, would it? You'd have to be able to use it. It's BPA free. Oh, I've got to add my own BPA. That's all right. I've got buckets full of thalators. Those. Ah, dear me. Well, there we are. The Chicken Brothers. That's like a fried chicken restaurant in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, presumably, where I'm not entirely sure because I've still not only seen episode. I've only seen series 1 of Better Call Saul, and I really, really liked it. I must get around to watching the others. They're up to like series 943 now. But yeah, the mighty Gus Fring, fan favourite character, was using it as a front for his drug cartel. The businesses, because he was a naughty man, but half his face got blown off, and then he straightened his tie, and then he died, and it was funny. Right, yeah, so the top screws on, which makes sense. You've got a bit of a rubber seal in there, which is fair enough. Yeah, that's all solid. And I'm presuming, actually, there's some way to get that apart and just change this picture in it if you did want. Is that... was it glued in? No way of doing it. It does have that kind of slightly generic, they've put this picture in it feel. Oh, it is officially licensed from Better Call Saul. There's the answer to that then, that is appearing. Yeah, I mean, if you do want to drink, you can pop the top on and fill it with your liquid and then drink it from this straw. And then, yeah, or do you put that in so it doesn't come out the other way up? Probably. And there we are. You can pretend you're buying chicken in a fictional TV series. Next box. Akibento, Jewel of the East, which is a name I've just made up that doesn't really fit it at all. Yep, it's anime and manga stuff I don't understand. Hooray! But they're the only people who still regularly send me things, so let's keep going. With a bloody Funko bloody pop bloody. It's from Shonen Jump's One Piece. It's Monkey D. Luffy. Oh, is that the guy? Yeah, he's always got like a massive smile and a big straw hat and sandals and that, and he's always... Yeah, I did not know he was called Monkey D. Luffy. That's interesting. Well, I've learned something today. Look, it could be all your favourites. Tony Chopper, Trafalgar Law, or Portgas D. Ace. Yes. Okay, then. I've never seen any of this. I'm sure it's wonderful. Actually, I've got no bloody idea. It seems to be very popular, though, so it must be half decent, surely. Well, there we are. If you like things with loaves of bread for heads and big black dead eyes that vaguely resemble characters from something you enjoy, well, you could do a lot worse. Alternatively, you could do a lot better by just not having it. Right, generic T-shirt, which is often not something specific. Ooh, this one looks more specific, though, surely. Right. You've got Lightning Man jumping around. You've got somebody with possibly a stretching arm, or maybe it's fairly extreme action shot. I don't know. Is that supposed to be perspective? No, I'm thinking Dalsim style arm. Somebody else flying about. And what have we got down here? There is a hat that has been discarded. There's some sort of ninja gear. And a kunai knife. Is this Naruto, maybe? Is the hat, Monkey D. Luffy's hat, is it supposed to be a fight between Naruto, monkey, and somebody from something else. That is my guess. That is my guess, and I'm sticking to it because I can't think of anything else. What is this that I did not see till I put my hand on it? Akibento exclusive sword. Shit. Oh, in slightly damaged box. Great. Ooh. Ugh. What's happened to that? Looks like it's been chewed by a poison rat, which incidentally is the first thing you have to kill in every RPG game. Ooh, it is a little golden sword. Or sword, as we like to call it. Oh, there's a stand for, like, building it together, look. So you can pop that on there. Oh, hang on. No, that's going to go like that, presumably. That's going to go like that. Oh, yep, I can see where this is going. Put those on there. And we've got our very own sword stand. Or as we call them in the trade, a stand for swords. Bugger! It was supposed to go the other way round. Well, that's ruined everything. Oh well, I'll just hold it like this and you can get an idea that it'll just sit on like that, or possibly like that, depending on your preference. So this is a solid lump of metal with a sort of gold effect. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't come out of the scabbard or anything. It is literally just... oh, ow! Managed to hit a nerve there. Yeah, just a solid lump of metal that doesn't really look that much like a sword, I suppose, because, yeah, the scabbard is so straight and cylindrical. Looks more like a BT stick with a hilt. There we are. I'm going to capitalise on that in future. I will patent it, and soon everybody will be killing each other with BT sticks. And every time they do, I'll get 10 pence. I'm sure that's the way that works. Next, we've got a pissing lanyard, because God hates me, apparently. Akibento exclusive lanyard for putting a small card in. But a card that, in my experience, is too small to actually fit in, like, you know, one of the passes you would get for a convention or whatever. Fair enough, you could fit a credit card in it. Have your contactless on it, I don't know. And look, there's some ninja paraphernalia on the lanyard itself. What a world we live in. Next up, they always have stickers, and it looks like this. Oh no! My God. It's My Hero Academia. That seems to be the biggest thing since Attack on Titan. Angry man in suit with wings, and he's got like a small gun or something. Looks a bit like an angry Junji Ito. Come to shoot people who are not appreciating his grotesque imagery. I love Junji Ito. Junji Ito is my favourite. I want a Junji Ito box every month. Actually, I don't. You'd open it up and there'd be like a dead fish in a spiral or something, and then it would grow legs and eat your face or something. Yeah, I mean, if you want a patch with this bloke on, well, there we are. This looks like a reject character from rival schools to me. And Naruto Shippuden. It is a keychain. Look, this person is facing the other way, but they've turned back to keep an eye on you. And your keys, apparently. And finally, that's actually it. No, it isn't. There's a badge. There's always a disappointing badge. Particularly shite this month. Wonderful. Thanks, guys. And finally, just the thing that explains it. Oh, here's the people with their creepy mouths from last month. Ninja lanyard. Road of the Harmony Katana. Of course. Of course. Of course it is. And one of 3 one-piece Funko Pops, because, I don't know, quickly, get us the food box. Time for Munch Pack. What? That's not Munch Pack. It's a new one they're doing. Look, buymunchpack.com. Healthpak. Delicious, healthy snacks delivered to your door. This is a bit different, isn't it? Also, the box, you can't tell at home, obviously, but it's really nicely shiny, laminated. So, this is like a load of healthy stuff rather than the sugar-tastic stuff they usually give you, which is fair enough, innit? Because it doesn't hurt any of us to be healthy unless we're specifically allergic to certain things inside the box, one presumes. So, what is in the more healthy pack? I don't know, but it was prepared and shipped with love by Nick. We love you too, Nick. We know not who you are, but our love transcends time. Look, Nick has done a poo in some nachos for us and sprinkled it with spinach. Thanks, Nick. Right, what have we got? Oh, good God, that's a very high quality print there. They seem to think that people who like healthy snacks have more money or something. Or maybe not, but I tell you what they do have. Popped chickpeas. Baked green pea and chickpea puffs. Zesty ranch flavour. Isn't ranch that like American dressing they put on salads that is just like 98% sugar or something? What you see foods. Okay, let's try this. Ooh, they smell of the earth, and they look of the Satan. What do they taste like? Oh. Yeah, you've got that spicy ranch taste, which I really don't like. Oh. The actual texture and the whole chickpea and pea thing seems to work quite well, but not convinced of the taste. All right, let's do some editing and barrel through these. Mary's Gone Crackers! That's seriously the name of your company? I mean, I know you're making crackers, but Mary's Gone Crackers? That's, I don't know. Okay, then Super Seed Classic. Toasty and seriously seedy. Ooh. With a pinch of black pepper. Okay. They look like a baked... So it looks like something you would give a rabbit that it hasn't eaten and has crushed into the floor of its cage. So that's nice. Oh, they're nice though. They're very nice. Yep. Toasted seeds. Very pleasant. Not really getting the pinch of black pepper. Pleasant enough though. Yeah, I really like those actually. I would happily buy a bag of those. And then I'd eat them, obviously. Why else would you buy a bag of them? Beanfields Bean Chips Barbecue. There's a lot of bees in that. Full-on flavour. 4 grams of fibre in every single atom. Well, they're bean chips, yep. They've got that very dark, dense look. What do they smell like? Nothing. Oh, wait, there's a sort of, yeah, slight beany smell, I suppose, from the bag, but nothing on their own. Right, what's the flavour like? These aren't great. I don't really taste of anything. There's a very slight barbecue-y sweetness to them. That's it, really. That's some good dirt. Thanks, guys. No. Enlarged to be bold. Oh, I see. They're saying they're bigger than they are in real life. Enlarged to be bold. What my weird way of saying it. Yeah, I'm not impressed by those. The texture's quite dense, a little bit cardboardy, but that's not a problem per se. I think if it had a better flavour, that sort of get away with it. I'd like to try these in salt and vinegar or something. I don't think the barbecue is working for them. This week in ideas I haven't seen before, actually. Curiously crunchy popcorn. Nosh like you mean it. What is it about healthy snacks that means they have to write idiot garbage on their packets? Half pops. That's right. If your dad gets ripped in half with a chainsaw and somehow lives, he's half pops. Or maybe 2 half pops that then grow like flatworms. Cool, bloody hell, we're back to Junji Ito, aren't we? Caramel and sea salt. So they've kind of not properly popped popcorn? This seems like a really good way to destroy your teeth. Oh. Oh, God. The caramel's not that great a taste. Yeah, there's a sort of sweetness and... Oh, it's a very sort of false tasting caramel. Oh, it's got a horrible aftertaste. Oh, that's not so good. Again. That's an interesting thing let down by the stuff they've flavoured it with. I mean, if they'd had just like, I don't know, just salt or just sugar or something a bit simpler, or maybe some better caramel, as opposed to just weird caramel flavouring, it might have worked, but it's just like caramel dust on it or something. And oh, nope, pass, next. Oh, now we're talking. Look at these crazy guys. It's Lenny and Larry. They share the same hair. The Complete Cookie. Baked nutrition. White chocolatey. There's an E in chocolatey. Macadamia. Good. I like macadamias and cookies and things. This looks good. 10 grams of fibre per cookie. No dairy ingredients. Blimey. No egg. You just said no dairy ingredients. No soy ingredients. Non-GMO. Yeah, and vegan? What? Blimey. What is this made out of then? Good God. No sugar alcohol, sustainable palm oil, no artificial sweeteners, no high fructose corn syrup. Well, that's a bonus. But man, this seems big and dense as well. Surely this is going to be more like cookie dough than an actual cookie, isn't it? I don't really see the. Oh God, I don't know. It looks. Oh no, yeah. Oh, it is just. Look at the texture of it. Yeah, it's more like cookie dough than an actual cookie. Oh well, let's see what it tastes like. Wait for it. Oh God, it's falling apart. Can't pick it up. It's very soft. This is like something you would find lumps of in a Ben and Jerry ice cream. Yeah. I was going to do a joke about it feeling half-baked, but it doesn't. It feels entirely non-baked. Oh, now there's a slightly odd flavour to it. This isn't great. It's also massive and dense. Oh, that's not so good, actually, guys. Oh, dear. No, that's not good at all. Oh, I mean, if you're really allergic to a lot of things and you're vegan, I mean, you can eat it, I suppose, but I don't think you're going to enjoy it. Oh, yeah, that's not particularly nice. It does just taste like something that they haven't... Oh, God, don't tell me I was supposed to bake it. No, you are supposed to just eat it. Oh well. No, not getting that one. Next. Take the taste away with Honey Stinger, gluten-free, organic cinnamon waffle. Cinnamon waffle, you can't go wrong, surely. Ski, wrestle, fish, bull ride, climb, lift, surf. I'm not going to do any of those things because I'm eating too many sugary snacks. Right, this is quite a dense thing. It's quite hard. I'm presuming it's just sort of honey and waffle and cinnamon. I was right. That's quite nice. Yeah, I like that. That is a decent thing. I will say it's a little bit floury. Not in the sense of it tastes of flowers, but it's an F-L-O-U-R flour, where it's kind of disintegrating in your mouth into bits a bit too much. It could do with holding its consistency a bit more. But yeah, that's decent. Next. Flavour-infused Pizoots. Premium Virginia artisan peanuts. I bet these are the most expensive peanuts in the world. Baja Taco. I don't know what that is, but it's peanuts with flavouring on, guys. Invented by the mad scientist, Dr. Alfred P. Pizoots. I'll bet that's a lie. Boy genius, aerospace engineer and peanut pioneer. I'm going to stop reading this now. It is like the law. If you make healthy snacks, don't forget to show everyone how wacky and zany you are by writing shit all over your bloody packets. Well, these look like unflavoured peanuts to me. Let's try them. They were not unflavoured. Yeah. That sort of Mexican spice taste you get on the stuff. Quite nice, actually. Yep, I think that's one of my favourite things so far. There is a pleasingness to the taste, and the peanuts are good. Well done, Professor Pizoots, who is obviously a real person. Quality. And now from Nature's Bakery, which presumably is a field in the sun, energy for life's great journeys. Oh, God! Is my response to that. Soft-baked organic brownie. Is my response to that. Cholesterol-free, dairy-free, no trans fat, kosher, low sodium, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then. So this... Oh, God. It's not... Oh, it's just falling to pieces. It's got a very weird consistency. Fair enough. Oh. It's falling a bit into the macadamia nut problem of being half-baked. It gets away with it a bit more because it has that kind of slight brownie gooiness to it. Now there's a real hard hit of chocolate and something. Yeah, you've got sort of cocoa and an aftertaste of something else, like vegetable-y about it. What is in this? I don't know. It is a secret. Here we are. Cocoa powder. Yeah, this one, it's got organic potato starch in it. Now, I don't think it's anything specific, but yeah, that's not really very nice. It's not horrible or anything. It's certainly a lot better than that cookie, but yeah, not great. Not great. Not enjoying the aftertaste. Stretch Armstrong's very, very unknown brother. It's raspberry fruit leather. They're actually calling it leather. No grams of added sugar. This doesn't be one of those fruit roll things, isn't it? Surely. What else could it possibly be? Yep, it's slightly sticky. It's very, very... Well, it looks like something... It really does look like leather, doesn't it? It doesn't look like something you'd be patching up a saddle with, right? Yep, that's exactly as you'd expect. Imagine those things have had lunchboxes for years, but less sweet. Very much taste of raspberries and old newspapers. Well, it's all right. I think pretty much everybody at home is going to know what this tastes like and if they like it or not, to be honest. But yeah, it's pleasant enough. And finally, non-GMO, gluten-free, no dairy, no nuts. Soccer moms love it. It's Earth. Not Ian Earth. It's Earth. Organic sour twists. Naturally flavoured watermelon and lemonade. How can you go wrong with watermelon and lemonade sour sweets? I don't know, but let's see if they have. No, they have not. They're not overly sour. They're quite pleasant. They've got a fresh taste to them. Yeah, really like those. That and those Pazoots peanuts would do me, actually. Yep, quality. Oh, yeah, really like those. Definitely agree with the rest of those. Very good, Ian Earth. Well done. Tell your brother Ian Earth that I really enjoyed them. Right, so that's the lot for this time then. Loot Crate seems to be getting less and less in them, frankly. I mean, we like the idea of only having a handful of better things as opposed to a load of cheap crap, but not entirely sold on how little you're getting in them these days, because that plastic cup didn't seem that great, frankly. Then we had Akibento, which, again, didn't seem that marvellous, I've got to say. Even had a Funko Pop in it, which I suppose you can sell for a few quid, but, yeah, the other stuff's a bit generic and cheapy, and the Munch Pack thing here, the old Healthpak, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have another option that isn't just, here's a load of unhealthy stuff. Incidentally, if you want something that's sort of less unhealthy than the normal one, they do something called a cheat pack, which seems to be like half of the healthy stuff and half of the stuff you'd normally get in a Munch Pack, which is another interesting idea, because it's sort of a bit of half and half then. But, yeah, there was an interesting variety of stuff, most of which I hadn't tried before, which is always good. But then again, most of which wasn't that nice, so I'm not entirely sure. So anyway, in summary, breezes. And that's all the weather.
Subscribe for more.